G'day guys, it's Scott Alexander King here from Animal Dreaming. I'm located in far north New South Wales on the east coast of Australia, just inland from Byron Bay. It's very beautiful here, it's very tropical, and today we're experiencing a really lovely mid-20-degree day with blue sky and beautiful crisp breeze. I would like to take this opportunity to say thank you to my dear friend Joanne for giving me the chance to speak to you guys today about something very, very dear to my heart, and that's the animals, nature, Mother Earth, and our relationship with Mother Earth. She's asked me to speak because, as you know, today is Earth Day, and it's very important that this, particularly during this strange and unusual time with the coronavirus going around, that we all really remember our position and our place within the earth, not within this world, not just how we live our life on the earth, but how we live our life in relation to the earth. I have always believed that if we call this beautiful planet Mother Earth, that must mean that we're somehow related to her. If she's our mother, we must be her children. And as the children of the Earth Mother, we must also all be brothers and sisters to some extent. Now, a lot of ancient cultures do refer to one another as family, or they say things like we're all related or we're connected, we're all one, we're all from the same source. Well, you know, it's all very well saying these things, but I think right now it's very important that we start living a little bit more of that, bringing a little bit more of that into our actual life. So I like to believe that I'm a child of the Earth Mother. I'm a nature's child. I'm of this earth, and I'm being put here for a very, very important reason. And I believe that one of my roles is to be a voice for the Earth Mother and a voice for the animal kingdom in particular, because that's what I'm known for. I'm known for my relationship with the animals. Ever since I was little, I have seen animal spirits with different people. So like over there in Lilydale, you have psychics and mediums. I'm a little bit the same, but a little bit different in that when I look at people or I see people, I meet people for the first time, I see their animal spirit with them. I see their animal archetype, their spirit animal, if you like. I see that walking beside them or sitting on their shoulder or, you know, with them in some formal capacity. So when I look at people, I don't just see them, I see their animal aspect, and I know a lot more about them based on the animal energies and the archetypal properties of those animals. They tell me a lot about the people that I meet. But I also live my life in harmony with the natural world and the animals that are physically present on the planet as well. So I go out into the world and I ask Mother Earth a question and I wait for an answer to come to me. And that answer 9 times out of 10 comes in the form of an animal. So if I'm asking her about someone's well-being or their health, and I'm really concerned about a friend's health, well then she may send me snakes, for example, because snakes talk about healing and releasing the things that no longer serve us. So the snake a long time ago taught me that if we are going to live in a state of dis-ease within ourselves, if we're not going to live in harmony with the world around us or harmony within ourselves, then we'll slip into a state of dis-ease, which, you know, if you let it fester over time, could become disease. So we don't, you know, with the snakes around us and the animals around us, we learn to take heed, and we learn to look for the signs and the omens to tell us when we're off track or what we could do to better our life by stepping back on the track. Kookaburra, for example, teaches us to, you know, acknowledge our own healing, because kookaburras eat snakes. So, you know, people might say kookaburras laugh, so they're about lightening up and laughing. Well, they only laugh when they're laughing at you, not with you. So they are saying, come on, you know, you can do a bit better. Stop pretending everything's fine when you know it's not. Stop laughing this off and take it seriously. So that's when Kookaburra comes into my life. I know that I'm not taking something seriously enough, or I'm not, you know, addressing something that really needs to be addressed. For example, over there you might have a raccoon step into your life. So a raccoon to me would be a sign that, you know, maybe I'm taking things for granted. I'm not really taking ownership of something. I'm maybe robbing myself of an opportunity or robbing someone else of a, you know, chance to step forward or to be heard. Because with that little mask that they wear across their face, they look very much like a little thief that would, you know, put on the mask to break into your home, like a cat burglar sort of energy. So with their little thumbs that they can use to undo latches and open bin lids and stuff, they're known for their thieving and they're known for their trickery and their sneakiness. So if you see raccoon in your life, you could be asking yourself, okay, where am I robbing myself? Where am I stealing something from myself, an opportunity perhaps, or the chance to speak a truth, or Am I by not speaking up and saying I'm not happy, am I robbing myself of the chance to move forward? And I'm also robbing someone else the chance to improve the quality or their mindset. If we're allowing someone to bully us, then we're allowing them to steal from us. So it's a perfect opportunity for the raccoon to step into our life. Mother Earth speaks to us every day, is the point I'm trying to make, and she does that by means of the animals. They are her voice, they are her messengers. And on this Earth Day, I would really, really ask you to take heed of the animal messages that you're receiving and look at them closely and take them on board personally and ask yourself, how can I better my life? How can I give thanks for this message? How can I show the spirits that I'm listening? So I do that when I receive a sign and I act on it and it pans out the way the spirits are intending, or the Creator's intending, or Mother Earth is wanting to see come to fruition for me, and my life, because being that I'm her child, she only wants the best for me. So if I have received a sign, I act on it, and it pans out well, then I might give a little thanks. I might go out and tie a little ribbon in the tree or something as an acknowledgement of my, offering a prayer of gratitude, or might burn some sage, or I might, bake some cookies and leave some out for the natural world to enjoy, like the birds and the raccoons. I might leave something out for them as a thank you, or giving something back. It's very, very simple, nothing fancy. The other thing that I might like to mention to you is that you might have animals that you're not very fond of. So, for example, here in Australia, we are famous for our snakes and our spiders and our crocodiles and our sharks and all sorts of other things. Well, when you live with these animals all the time, you don't sort of have a fear of them so much, but a healthy respect. But growing up myself personally, I did have a fear of sharks, and I didn't, not that I feared them because I loved them very, very much, but I didn't want to find myself face to face with one. So what I would do is I would acknowledge the fact that shark represents authority. And for me, authority is something that I didn't really respond to well growing up. So if someone was to give me rules, I would acknowledge those rules and live by those rules. But if they just told me, these are the rules, so live by that, I would have to question, ask, well, why are these rules there? What's going on with these rules? But once they were explained to me, I was able to live within those boundaries. So shark was the messenger for me that would come into my life at times, whether it be on a t-shirt, whether it be on a TV show, just turning the TV on randomly, the shark documentary being on, or seeing someone with shark prints on their shirt, or seeing, there's a tattooist in Byron Bay here called Sharky's Tattoo. So things like that, those just constant reminders of those animals. I would see those constant reminders of the animals that I'm not fond of as being, okay, what am I doing that isn't in my best interest? How are these animals asking me to tap into my shadow self? Because that's what they are, they're shadow totems. They're aspects of yourself that you're not really prepared or willing to embrace, or to look at closely, or to acknowledge, or to be proud of. So they're still sacred and important, and they actually offer us light by giving us insight into how we could live a better life. So those are the animals that we could also look at, the animals we're not fond of, the animals we're afraid of, the animals that we're thinking, don't really like those animals. They're very, very important and sacred teachers. And the other animals we might like to look at are animals we love with all our heart, like dogs, cats, squirrels. They're all these particular animals. They're representing our true essence. They're representing the gift we give to the world. So dog people are always unconditional. They're loving, they're pack-oriented, they're family-oriented. Cat people are more aloof, they're more separate. They live by their own set of rules. They often live alone, but that doesn't make them any different or any better or any worse than dog people. They're just different, and they have their own set of rules that they live by. Squirrel people are often scolding other people for not doing the right thing, but they hoard and they save, and they're very good with keeping money in their pocket rather than giving it out. So you just see the qualities that people have and the animals that they love, and there's a correlation there. So that's a simple way to work with the animal spirits on this Earth Day. Anyway, I'd just like to leave it there. You can find out more about me. Thank you for listening. You can find out more about me by visiting animaldreaming.com, or our publishing company, animaldreamingpublishing.com. Can be found on Facebook. Just search for Animal Dreaming Official, and the same on Instagram, Animal Dreaming Official. Just search for me there. I'd love to connect with you, and I'd love to hear back from you, maybe just to say, I really enjoyed that, or if you've got any questions, or just to connect. I'm here. So thank you so much for this opportunity, Joanne. I love Lilydale, as you know, and I would be there in a flash if I could, if we're allowed to travel, if we're allowed to step outside our own homes at this particular moment. But this is a beautiful and a wonderful opportunity for me to chat to everyone there and to let you know that we're in this together, even from the other side of the world. We're feeling the same things that you're feeling. And what better way, what better time to connect with the earth than when you're in isolation, stuck in your own home, stuck in your own garden. Take this opportunity to step outside and rekindle your relationship to the Earth Mother. You won't look back, I promise. Thanks heaps, guys. Love you all, and I'll speak to you soon.